Hello everyone, this is video number 15. In last video, that is video number 14, I taught you how to form nouns from adjectives, verbs and other nouns. Okay, we have done that. Today we will do some of the exercises related to that topic. Okay, so in this video I will be discussing the exercises. Exercise C. Tick the correct noun form in each pair of words. Word is white. What will be the correct answer? Two options you have, whited and width. So the correct option will be width. Students, I will be do this very fast, okay? I'll just tell you very quickly all the answers. Kind, the answer will be kindness. Enjoy, enjoyment. Include, inclusion. Strong, strength. Develop, development. Demonstrate, demonstration. T-I-O-N. This is correct. Encourage, encouragement. Okay, so exercise C we have done. This exercise you will do in book. No need of doing this exercise in copy. I gave you homework. I think this exercise I told you I gave you as homework. So today I will discuss the answers of exercise D. Exercise D, page number 12. This exercise you have to do in your copy. Okay? Fill in the blanks by forming nouns from the words given in brackets. You must think before taking any blank, and in bracket it was given decide. So the correct answer will be decision. Each team had 11 dash. Here in a bracket, inside bracket, what was the word? Play. So the answer will be players. What is the noun form of play? Players. Okay. The boys blank was surprising. In bracket we have hero. So the noun form of hero will be heroism. Okay. Now I will tell you only the answers. Wise. Wise is in the bracket. Answer will be wisdom. Violent is in the bracket. Answer will be violence. Sing is in the bracket. Answer will be singer. Fight. Answer will be fighter. Friend, answer will be friendship. Beautiful, what is the noun form of beautiful? Beauty. Surgery, surgeon. Strange, answer will be strange. Answer will be stranger. Okay. When I was new at school, I felt like a, then blank was here, and in bracket you have strange. The answer will be stranger. Move, movement. Fly, flight. Okay, F-L-I-G-H-T, flight. Bright, brightness. Responsible, responsibility. This I have given you as homework. Today I have discussed the answers, and exercise D, page number 12, I want you to do in copy. Okay. Now we will move to next exercise, and our next exercise is this. Exercise A. State whether the underlined nouns are countable or uncountable. We have done this. What are countable nouns and what are uncountable nouns? You know that countable noun can be counted, uncountable noun cannot be counted. Countable noun have plural forms and uncountable noun don't have plural forms. So we will do this. This exercise also you do in book only. I ate the cherries of the cake. Cherries is underlined. So cherries is countable or uncountable? Obviously you can count cherries. So it will be countable. Okay. Next one. Our bags are filled with books. Books is underlined. Very easy. Book is countable. I have to complete my Homework. Homework is underlined. Homework is uncountable. The police arrested a man in our locality. Police is uncountable. The policeman is managing the traffic. But here see policeman. You can count policeman. So this and the plural of policeman will be policemen. MEN. Okay. So this is countable. Policeman will be countable and police will be uncountable. Next. So, I have done some of the questions, but other question you can do it yourself. Okay, exercise B. Again, exercise B you will do in book only. Look at these measures of uncountable nouns. How many nouns can you think for each measure? One has been done for you. You may add more nouns to it too. For example, first one, see, they have done a piece of information, or you can say a piece of paper. Okay. A can of juice. You can write your own answers also. Okay, I'm just explaining how to do this. A slice of bread. A sack of wheat. A jar of jam. A bar of chocolate. A pile of coins. A glass of water. Okay. A cube of sugar. A pinch of salt. Some of the questions I have left. You can try that yourself. Okay. This exercise C, I told you to do in copy. Exercise C, page number 13, 1-3. I think I told you in my last video to do it in copy, and I have discussed the answers also of exercise C. So I am leaving this exercise and I am moving to exercise D. Exercise D. I taught you what is direct object and indirect object. So in this video, I will only discuss the answers and I will discuss the exercise. Identify whether the underlined nouns are subjects, direct object or indirect object. First one, Meera took her craft project to school. Meera is underlined and you know Meera is the doer of the action. So Meera is subject. Craft project, direct object. What she took. I taught you now how to identify which is direct object and which is indirect object. For direct object, you will ask the question what, and for indirect object, you will ask the question to whom, for whom. Question number 2. The cat is on the roof. So a cat is underlined and cat is subject. Number 3. Sarah colored a picture. Sarah is underlined. So Sarah is subject and picture. Picture is DO, that is direct object. The fish are in the bowl. Fish underlined. So fish is subject. Prerna's mother knitted her a sweater. Prerna's mother is underlined. Prerna's mother is the doer of the action. So Prerna's mother will be subject. Her indirect object because it answers the question for whom, and sweater direct object. Grandfather's coat is warm. Grandfather's coat is underlined, so it is subject. Okay. Now Thanappa gave me a gift. Thanappa is underlined. This is subject. Me indirect object. Gift direct object. The postman gave the package to father. Postman underlined. Postman is subject. Package direct object. Father indirect object. Number 9. Grandparents' house is comfortable. Grandparents is underlined, so grandparents is subject. I made a birthday card for my teacher. Birthday card is underlined. So birthday card is direct object, and for whom I have made that card? Teacher. So teacher is also underlined and teacher is indirect object. Sarah gave the picture to grandmother. Sarah is underlined, subject, picture, direct object, grandmother, indirect object. Okay. This exercise you will do in copy. Okay, this exercise is related to direct and indirect object. So this exercise you will do in copy. This is page number 13. In page number 13, you have to do exercise C also in copy, exercise D also in copy. I am repeating again and again, and I don't want any confusion. Now this, okay. Grandmother hung the picture on the wall. Grandmother is underlined. Grandmother is subject. Picture is direct object. The children really enjoy their swimming lessons. Children is underlined. So children is subject, and what they enjoy? Swimming lesson. Lessons is underlined. So lesson is direct object. The teacher asked Neha some difficult questions. Teacher is underlined, so teacher is subject, Neha indirect object, questions direct object. The bank has approved the loan. Bank is underlined, bank is subject, and what has been approved? The loan. So loan is direct object. Okay. Now next what we have, let's see, we have a comprehension. Read the passage and answer the question that follows. Okay, so this comprehension, you will read this passage, okay, yourself, and then you will answer the question. No need of doing it in copy. This is just for practice. Read the passage and then answer the question. Okay. This one. Page number 15. This is page number 15, and in page number 15 I am just showing you, I have marked all the answers. You can see I have marked the answers, but I want you all to try it yourself. Okay, what you have to do, match each set of synonyms in column A with a corresponding synonym in column B. Okay, so you have to write synonyms column A and you have to match it with column B. Okay, let me discuss some of the answers. Hazardous, dangerous, risky. What is the synonym of hazardous, dangerous and risky? Unsafe. Next one, competitor, rival, opponent. What is the synonym of competitor, rival and opponent? Challenger. Wise, sensible, enlightened. What is the synonym of wise, sensible, enlightened? Judicious. Fourth one, beneficial, productive, advantageous. The synonym will be fruitful. Frictional, false, fanciful. Okay, and the answer will be imaginative. So I have told the answer from 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Please try yourself. And if you make any mistake, you can see I have marked the answers also. But first, try to do it yourself. Okay? Now, this one, what we have in this. Choose words from the help box that are antonyms of words underlined in the given sentences. Then write these words in the space provided. What are antonyms? Means you have to write the word opposite in meaning. What are synonyms? The words which are similar in meaning. Antonyms are words which are opposite in meaning. Okay, see I have marked the answers. Okay, I have done it for you, but again I will tell that try yourself. Let's discuss from 1 to 5. Rajat has a lot of admirable qualities. What is the antonym of admirable? I have to choose the words from the help box. So in help box I have unworthy. Antonyms of admirable will be unworthy. The flood brought widespread misery in its wake. Antonym of misery is comfort. The king decided to surrender with his troops. And the antonym of surrender is fight. His inactivity was a cause of concern to his parents. Inactivity is underlined. Antonym of inactivity is energy, because I have to choose from the help box only. The spellbound crowd watched as the maestro played on. and the answer will be disinterested. The monsoon has hindered the construction work at the subway. Hindered. Antonym of hindered will be helped. I have written all the answers, okay? And I have discussed from 1 to 5. Hope it is clear. Now I will move on to next exercise. These exercises are for practice, so no need of doing it in copy. Do it in your book only. Next, this one. Read the given sentences, then tick the antonyms of the word described in these sentences. Again, you have to tick the antonyms. Okay. She had a contented look on her face after the meal. What will be the antonym of contented? It will be discontented. Okay, two options you have. Satisfied is synonym of contented and discontented is antonym of contented. Our maths teacher checked our papers leniently. Okay, leniently. Two options you have, mercifully and strictly. So the correct answer will be strictly. We saw an abandoned house on the way home. Abandoned. Okay. Abandoned means what? Synonym of abandoned is lonely. What will be the antonym? You have to write the word opposite in meaning. So it will be populous. Ignore the insignificant points and memorize the highlighted words. So insignificant means not so important. So see, unimportant. This is synonym, but you have to mark antonym. So opposite of insignificant will be important. The squirrel looks so timid. Okay, timid. Fearful and bold you have. The correct answer will be bold. The robbers were alarmed on seeing the police. Alarmed. Antonym of alarmed will be composed. We should not mock anybody. Mimic or praise? The answer will be praise. We learnt a new and interesting game today. Interesting. Antonym of interesting will be boring. They say that the Prime Minister is an honorable man. Honorable, honest and corrupt. Two options you have and the correct answer will be corrupt. He was upset after the long argument with his brother. Argument. Argument, you have again two options, calm and tense. So the correct option will be calm. Okay. This exercise also you will do in book, not in your copy. Okay. Now I will repeat which exercises you need to do in your copy. In copy, you will do page number 9, exercise B. Page number 9, exercise B. B for boy. Okay, in that exercise. Now you will do page number 12, exercise D. D for dog. Okay, page number 12, exercise D in copy. Then you will do page number 13, 1-3, exercise C and D in copy. Page number 13, 1-3, exercise C and exercise D in copy. Rest exercises you will do in your book. Thank you.